Hello, everybody. Good morning. Zan, Kevin, Raja, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm going to jump in. And we're going to start with some stuff. First thing I'm going to be doing is messing with some silver on the heads on these guys. If they have like little attachments on their heads. Yeah, Painting Wife is taking dictation behind me. Yeah, she is. Yep. Just her like furious typing.
Furious work.
Yeah. Yep. We had a snow day today, or cold day, or whatever. So she's getting some other work done. Let's see, it's Wednesday. Yeah, what's everybody doing today? Zen, are you staying home today? You working from home? Do you have a snow day too? Do I paint custodies today or work on building armigers? Both those sound cool. To me, armigers are cooler than custodies. Can't watch Twitch in my office. Yeah, that sucks. Well, cool. Glad you got your snow day. Groovy, what's going on? T-Slayer, hello. Hello, we're painting silver. That's what we're doing. We're messing with these guys through today. We're gonna try to finish them. I don't know if we'll finish them today. We'll probably get reasonably close, but that's what we're gonna do. I saw this morning. Yeah, Raja, you know me. You know me. It's fine. Star Wars Armada got its quote-unquote final update today. I got like a quick glance at it. It's a really big update, so lots of like rules tweaks and like points and unit and card balances and all this other stuff. So I'm excited to dig into that to see like what all is going on. But excuse me. Rip King. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. It's funny, they put out that final update and people already picked out that they future-proofed the rules. So they like made up a rule for something that doesn't exist. And so everybody's like, they're gonna continue it, like they're gonna bring it back. Yeah, it looks cool. It's cool. Woke up to a failed print. Oh, that sucks. Always disappointing. Armada group I'm in on Discord was blowing up. I don't understand any of it. Yeah, I think I know what Armada group you're part of. I might be in that group as well. Oh yeah, I see. I know the group. I was there when it was born. I found a yeah. I found a I have a T-shirt, man. I have a T-shirt for that group. Someone posted a good summary, just like they made like a PDF document with like the like full breakdown. It has like all the points changes for everything and tells you which cards have an ability change. So yeah. Alright, so we did that little bit of silver. Let's get someone. Yeah, I was glancing through it real quick. It's like a lot of normally like points changes in Armada were very rare anyway, so it's unusual to see that many points changes. But yeah, just from my quick glance, like I can understand it. There's a lot of like forgotten things in there, like these little upgrade cards that have been around since the core set that were never good. since like 2015, and they're finally getting like points drops and stuff, or things that have always been good that are finally getting like little adjustments and stuff. And yeah. All is an FD imprint. Yeah, that sucks. That's too bad. Okay, we're gonna highlight some silver here. We just mixed in a little bit of silver with this dark silver. I'm gonna try to start building up this silver color a little bit. Too drastic with it. I know this red highlight's gonna take a while, so I'm preparing myself. We might just do that after the silver. Get it out of the way and go about doing the quicker things afterwards. Our furnace is struggling today. Yeah. Our furnace has been going like non-stop for the past couple days. Understand, it's cold. You know who I do envy, though, is the HVAC companies. Making crazy money right now. Okay, I think that's it for the... this little back piece here. Okay. Bit of a highlight on the silver on that guy. So let's go through and do that to the other 9. Manufacturers don't really see a spike in sales at any given point, really. Yeah, it's like the repair people, right? Like the services that probably do. I know they have busy times and stuff. My brother-in-law is works for like an HVAC company. Wants to live in this house, I would recommend getting a geothermal. All right. Heat pumps are not made for this. Yeah, auxiliary heat is on for us too. Like it's been assisting this whole time. Yeah, because we have electric. Fee twice a year for a guy to come in and check the HVAC. Yeah, we do that too. It used to be, we used to have like it was like a friends and family thing. for the HVAC company because my brother-in-law worked for that company, and they like stopped doing that, so we just have him come out to like clean the furnace and check on everything and stuff. Oh yeah, I bet, Raja. I bet it's gonna be worse this month. I don't think we've had a winter this cold in a while. Been a while, so 10 years. Is that what you said?
Maybe not.
Yeah, it's.
But yeah, that was in the news actually.
Okay. Lots of mistakes, stuff we've painted on the red, but we'll correct that with our all our red highlights and stuff, so I'm not too concerned about it. Just trying to minimize my mistakes at this point. It's supposed to be warm in the next few weeks, though. Yeah, and like tomorrow it's supposed to warm up a lot here, so we should be past the worst of it after today. Dark silver works great for the gear parts and the dreadnought. Yeah, it does. Dark silver is a really good color. It's a good color anyway, but like for like utility like silver parts that aren't like supposed to be like quote unquote silver, right? Like metals that aren't supposed to necessarily care what they look like. Like it's perfect. Another color I've been really enjoying lately is Magnesium by Proacryl. And it's got like a brownish tint to it. It's kind of like in between a bronze and dark silver. And it's really nice. It's a really nice color. My beloved, yeah. To pick. Sweet. Yeah, please do. Those radiant heat style heaters, bedrooms, yeah. Yeah, we turned the temperature down in the house just to try to take the edge off of everything. So our house is cold. Everybody's tired and cold. Sleepy and cold. That's how our house is. Friends would burn 2x4 boards. They got cut-offs in the fireplace. Oh no. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. You know what? Like movie thing lives rent free in my head is. Do you guys remember the movie? Was it The Day After Tomorrow? I think was the movie. And was that the one? Was that the one where like it's like the Mayan calendar or whatever, and like it's gonna like global warming and all this stuff, but it's happening now, not 10 years from now or whatever. And man, I hated that movie. I did. But anyway, was that 2012? I can't. No, okay. Which was the one where it like got super cold? So there's the one where because both
Yeah, that
those
was Day
movies
After
was that Day
Tomorrow,
After
wasn't it?
Tomorrow? Okay,
I think so. It had Emmy or Emily Rossum.
I have no idea.
Anyway,
No
okay.
idea. Day After Tomorrow was the Al Gore one. Okay, I don't know. I don't remember. I remember both those movies. I thought were terrible. But there's the one where they're like in New York and the dad's like the scientist and he's like I see it happening and like his kids are in New York and they go to like the library in New York or the museum and they're like hunkering down in that room and there's like the polar vortex that literally freezes helicopter engines like while they're working and they're like oh it's coming, the cold polar thing is coming, and they all just like throw books on the fire and like cuddle up and they're good. Like that works better than
I remember that part too.
that
That's
that
what I think of too during this weather.
yeah, I think of that and like how like a literal like combustion engine just like freezes and everybody dies, like the Queen of
Wasn't it
England
like
dies,
in like
and
that
then
room where they have the fire? Is this that movie too, where like someone like they go out in the hall to like look for something, or they go in other parts of the building and they just like freeze,
probably
like just literally freeze to death.
yeah, just like
Or,
instantly
have
or
to be, they have
something.
to be like right next to the fire or something crazy. Like
Yeah, it's so oh my gosh,
yeah.
it's so dumb. Right. So on this guy, I was also 14 the last. Yeah, I was probably I don't know. I don't remember. Was that movie like 2008 or 2009 or something? Statue of Liberty frozen as the cover art. Yeah, that sounds about right. 2012 was like the Russian dude on the giant plane and like he rides with the big oligarch or whatever and to go to like the humanity's like last with all like the weird boats, the like arcs or whatever, right? That's 2012. Hey Kodiak, what's going on? Okay, that movie was terrible. Fireplace a custom shape, so we can't afford the glass. The flue's all built into the thing. Oh, okay. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, that's pretty cruddy of your people that were living there. Okay, disaster movies are the best. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Day After Tomorrow was funny because it was like, they're trying to make like global warming, trying to make it like a very real thing. Like it's not. It is a real thing. I'm not saying it's not, but like they're like, well, we got to convince everybody. let's show them what global warming will do. But instead of like making it more realistic, they had to make it into like the most ridiculous, like, the science said it'd be 10 years, but it's like next week that it's happening, and then they just like go for it. Like the polar vortex thing was the one that always got me though. It's like the villain of the movie. Them and like the wolves, right? Weren't there like wolves running around in New York? Boiling a frog to death slowly, just not as flashy, yeah. The ultimate movie I saw as dumb fun was Pacific Rim. Not quite the same caliber of disaster movie, but well known for the rampant wolf problem. Exactly, yeah, yeah. The wolves and the parrots, right? Winter wolves. But if it's like not winter, what are they doing out? Pacific Rim is really good. I never saw the second one. The second one looked dumb, but the first one was just great for what it was. Yeah, the second one was bad. I think the wolves ended up freezing with the polar vortex thing. Why do I remember so much about that movie? Again, that one scene just like lives in my head rent free because I think about that way too much. Shorts about Green Book. Oh yeah, yeah, the Viggo Mortensen movie. It is like it's a legitimately good movie. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think that's the new way to like advertise movies is you just shove them in like YouTube Shorts. Yeah. Sharknado. I've never seen Sharknado, and I kind of made it a point not to bother. So I know there was that. I'm sure they still come out, but there was like that time when it was like, let's see if we can just make the most ridiculous, low budget, but like ridiculous sounding movie possible. And they did that, and it's like its own weird form of like cash grab. Here's hey Chris Rose, what's going on? How are you doing? Raja, that's funny. You're part of that Discord group. Kind of go switching subjects, but brains bigger to get anti-Alzheimer's. Deep Blue Sea, man, that movie was great, man. It had LL Cool J. Yeah, and Samuel L. Jackson, right? Doesn't he get killed by the shark? Yeah, they make like a hyper intelligent and also like evil shark. Yeah, it gets eaten mid speech. Yeah, I remember watching that movie when I was younger with my brothers. We thought that was like the coolest movie. The cross necklace. Don't remember that one. I just remember he's like the one person to survive, right? Went up to Thunderforge Gaming for that one. Talking about that I played the turn. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Very nice. Just far. Yeah, 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 yeah. You kind of live far away. Yeah, there's some good people in that group. Now the update's out. Man, Zen, why can't we play Armada on Friday, dude? Killing me. I have a 40k game set up with the Painting Sun right now. We're about to start turn 3. I'm like, we gotta finish it before Friday. Yeah. Lame. Don't need to work. I'm just kidding, dude. You do everything you can to keep that job. Going to Adepticon, try to be... Yeah, they've always been a competitive bunch. And I probably propagated that. But it was always like that. Like, I used to travel with a lot of those guys, like, every month to a different tournament, whether it was, like, out of state or, you know, somewhere else or something like that. I felt real good. One of my good month was it like last year? I kind of went and played some Armada, kind of jumped back into it, and with the group, and I showed up and I got a game with this guy. So my first game playing Armada in a while. I'm sitting there like what's the attack sequence again, and like trying to like relearn the rules. Well, I beat the dude, and he was like asking me all this stuff with my fleet and like playing and everything, and it was funny. And I found out that dude's like super like hardcore into the game and like competes and, you know, like goes to like nationals and like travels for all these tournaments and everything, and like he's won a bunch of big tournaments and stuff, and I just show up and beat him and then just leave. It's like, yeah, still got it. Okay, afraid I have to lurk. All right, yeah, no problem, Chris Rose. You have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Rundus, I'd have to look it up. I don't remember his name. It was a guy that wasn't in the group when I kind of was, like took a step back, and so I met him for the first time, and then like just like watching the group and stuff, I saw that he's like the dude that's like super serious about it. So hey, Mydraw, what's going on? Yeah, I mean that might be him. I don't remember. It's really good. It's super good. Yeah, works at Thunderforge. That's good. Oh, cool. All right. Do I need to jump back into Armada and like show people their place? What do I gotta do? I've never been to Thunderforge, so not familiar with anything or anybody there. Just doing highlights today, guys. Trying to finish these minis. I don't know if I'll finish these minis today. I have a lot going on. If you guys are, if you happen to be a Patreon member, we're doing a hangout on a Discord this evening. I think 7 p.m. Eastern is the time to do it. You just have to be any paid level Patreon. You'll get access to the Patreon server, and you can kind of you know, have announcements in there when we're starting and everything. But you can come out and actually chat and talk. It's gonna be like a voice chat thing. As long as we're all real cool, we can do that. Be a fun time though. Be chilling for a couple hours. I'll just be painting and probably like screen sharing, basically just sharing my camera or whatever. Columbus scene has nothing to do with any of the people I know. Okay. Yeah, it might be the Columbus scene that I'm... That's probably why I don't know anybody you know. Just notice the double knife. Yeah, the Incursors all have, like, knives and stuff all over them. That's, like, their thing. I don't think they're particularly good in melee. They just have knives all over their minis, so... I think if I made Incursors for myself, I would give them the Infiltrator helmets, and then just give them like the Incursor like scope camera things and all that, like the optics and stuff. And you know, like worst case scenario, you can kind of interchange them a little bit, but I just don't like the open heads. Not happy about going to work. I understand. I just wanted to like crawl in bed under the blankets again today. So, Sling Metal Emperor Children upgrade packs. Surprised no one swooped in and got them all, but one by one. Okay, yeah, well that's fine. Maybe you gotta wait a little closer to release, or I guess I don't know. Maybe you're hitting a good time before the plastic comes out for the impatient ones. Already wanted to fill out the squads. Yeah, like extra customization and stuff. Or, yeah, they already have some minis and they want to do a little more. That's true. Is anyone here happy about going to work? No, we have the true psychopath. I'm grateful I work from home now. That's true. Yeah. So I'm sure we're all happy to have like a paycheck. kill the little ones easier. That's awesome. Yeah. It's hard to beat that, like, the work-life balance, especially, like, the work-from-home stuff. In one Sonic Blaster, Blastmaster, Doom Siren, 3 heads, Torso, Power Sword. Okay, yeah. That's a cool combo, though. Yeah, it looks like you can do a lot of stuff with that. Gun. Alright, 3 left on this. We'll do another kind of highlighted silver, and then we'll get to our red, I think. Another League of Legends dub. Congrats, Sin. Congrats. Despite the bullet and pay full retail from X-Men 4-pack, waiting for Asmodee's stock since LGS open. Is there stock you can buy? Is that it's just not at the local game store? Is that what's happening, or what? stores have it online. Okay. I don't know. You buying it right now? Would that be what you're doing, or what? Don't you have Apocalypse to paint? Don't you have 30k minis to paint? Okay, waiting till the end of the month. I say you just wait till the end of the month and then make a choice. Get stuff painted. Okay. All right. Here's my no joke response to this. You paint minis. You put out minis for yourself and make a goal for yourself and say, if I get these painted, I buy a box. So you have until the end of the month to paint, you know, like a bunch of different stuff. And if you get it done, you buy the box. If not, you know, you just wait a little longer. It's a win-win, dude. That's how you win in those situations. Because you're getting stuff painted. And, you know, worst case scenario, just waiting a little longer for the set. Five remaining raptors. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah. What you do. Alright. Two more. I need a little more of this silver here. I want to get some 3D printing going, but it's cold for that. I need to warm up. So maybe tomorrow or Friday I'll start some 3D prints. Alright. Yeah, I'm tired today, guys. I had to go to the post office this morning. So I had to like actually get up and move. Apparently my car didn't have enough time to warm up. I'm complaining about the most ridiculous things, but what I'm doing. FTM is in my office studio. This is so that more heat is going into there. Yeah. Yeah, I can make that my print room warmer. Closing the door, there's like a vent going right in that room, and it seems to warm up quite a bit. But I don't want to mess with the different temperatures. I'm gonna wait until it stabilizes a little bit, and I'll get back into some prints. I have at least 2 prints I want to do. I'm gonna print some stuff for Zendral after that. Bruce belt for one of my resin printers to try out. Yeah, okay. That'll be interesting. Yeah, please let me know. Let me know how that works out, because something I had heard about. Yeah. AliExpress, $13 for a black one. Huh. Yeah, definitely curious to hear about it. See if it's worth looking into, because it'd be nice. Consistency, that's the name of the game. One more after this. For this color, we're going to get some brighter silver, and we're going to do some quick highlights on a couple different parts. That's it. And with that new update, I want to play Armada now. My one meme fleet that I would bring to everything, it dropped by about 2 points. It was great. Out of a 400-point fleet. Yeah, it's cool. I can't remember the last time they did a balanced thing, like an update, like either FFG or AMG, and they actually changed the price of ships. That's a really big deal. So the fact that I don't think any ships increased in price, but a lot of ships dropped in price is pretty cool. So, and it's all like small adjustments too, which is nice. There's a couple cards that got some big points adjustments, but for the most part, it's just like 2 and 3 points here and there. My fleet, I would enjoy running was a Garm Bel Iblis, a rebel fleet. So Garm Bel Iblis was my admiral, and it was a Pelta frigate and 4 Nebulon Bs. 3, 4, yeah. And then I could adjust it one of two ways, either where I add in it was Sharabay and the A-Wing Ace. Who's the other A-Wing Ace? I can't remember. Oh, it's been too long. But I can either have those two squadrons as like stopgaps, or I wouldn't run them, and I'd put a couple more upgrades. Oh, I also had a GR75 for support. I'm telling you, dude, you don't understand. Everybody laughs at that fleet, but it has wrecked so many people. I placed third in a regional with that fleet. Like, nobody knew what was going on with that fleet. It's hilarious. Everybody's like, oh yeah, Nebulon Bs, like, they suck. You hit them in the side. And then they hit me in the side, and their like MC80 dies immediately after it fails to one-shot a Neb B. Like, that's just what happens. I went like jousting is a term, like just going like head on in against each other. I jousted against a fleet at a tournament, and the guy was he was running 3 Imperial Star Destroyers with Admiral Mahdi, so like 3 super beefed up ISDs, and jousted with my Nebulon Bs, and I tabled him. I utterly wrecked the dude. It was hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, fleet is such a hidden gem. People just look at it and they're like, I had people, they would I played against someone who was he was running an Admiral Radis fleet. It was like right when Admiral Radis kind of was like coming out and like really popular and stuff. And so he dropped a big MC75 like right on my flank, like the flank like my formation that I would run. And he tried to one-shot a Neb B and couldn't do it, because Neb Bs are like weirdly tough against being one-shot. Um, four Nebulon Bs, yeah, and he couldn't one-shot it, and so he was stuck at close range right at the side. And so what you do is I line up all the ships basically next to each other, and so I just hit him from the side from each one and move it. And I would just do that, and I blew up his MC-75 in a turn, and he couldn't do anything about it. Like, that was... he just had to sit and take it the rest of the turn. It was hilarious. Yeah. There is a very specific way to run it, and you have to, like... Because it's like a formation flying kind of thing. But, yeah, you have to you have to like really watch your spacing and like how things turn, and you kind of have to figure out how to turn in a formation to keep everything together. But yeah, Garmbel Iblis, a Pelta frigate, 4 Nebbies and GR-75. This is great. John Locke, yeah, the Emperor's Children look really good, man. I think it look cool. Not an army I'm going to collect, but I would love to paint some for somebody. Seriously considering them. Yeah, nice. Pumpkins need to paint for an RPG tomorrow. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Painting pumpkins. That's cool. Alright, we got that silver done. Don't have a Chaos Army? Might dip into it. Yeah, I don't have a Chaos Army either, so that'd be a cool one. I think we had talked about some alternate color schemes in Discord for those. And I posted one I had seen online. It was like a nice, like, lavender purple, kind of like a deeper lavender. Looked incredible on the Emperor's Children. That and the black looked so good. I think it looked a little better than the pink, but... I was saying it's run out like you. I'm going to lose anyway, so might as well have fun with it. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, what I do... man, there's like a whole thing. So Garm goes on the Pelta. Pelta sits in the middle. I also put... let's see, is it oh man, quad battery turrets, I think, on every Neb B. So the idea is quad battery turrets are you get an extra blue die in your attack if the ship you're targeting is moving faster than you. So if you're playing like a kill mission, it works different when you have objective mission. But you're playing kill mission, you run at speed 1. You kind of try to put your nose in, like, you want like a flat line, like a flush line toward the formation, toward the enemy, like the main enemy, and you're moving forward at speed 1. So most people, what they do, they try to move around to the sides of the Neb Bs because they only have one shield on the side, which there's a way to fix that, but they try to move around the sides. Either way, like, you're happy with it. Because if you're firing out the front, you have a minimum of 4 dice. But I also spam concentrate fire command, so you have 5 dice. And then you take Torin Far, who lets you reroll blues. So you get rerolls on your blues, and there's ways to get and you take concentrate fire tokens with Garm, and so you get a bunch of rerolls. So you manipulate your dice, all these blues and reds, and you just chip away damage. It's so much chip damage. But when you're throwing 5 dice out of the front of 4 ships in a turn, it's a big deal. There's a whole thing about it. But yeah, there's an upgrade that gets you an extra shield on different facings, like on your side facings. Those go on the two outside ships just to help them a little bit. I take Ahsoka Tano to manipulate tokens. Hondo Inaka also gives you like free tokens through the game. Is it Torin Far and I think Comsnet on the GR-75. The GR-75 sits behind everything, so it kind of comes up behind the formation. But yeah, they just sit in a straight line and they all face like that way. Yeah, Star Wars Armada, my meme fleet. I'm trying to explain to Raja that I've won tournaments with. Okay, let's get out some red. Yeah, I'll dig out the list. I'll send it to you. It's trippy, and like I said, every time people see it, if they haven't played against it, people have no idea. Um, oh, stuck with the Empire. Yeah, I said the Empire is the only faction I use where I won a major tournament with, but the Rebel fleets I ran way more. And there was like this whole meme idea I had. I just kind of stuck with it. All right, we're getting out the burnt red again, and we got lots of little, little mistakes here. We're gonna try to work our way up and over. Yeah, and like the big the big threat to the fleet isn't. It's not like ship heavy hurts it or squadron heavy hurts it, because both those are like able to be dealt with. The biggest issue are fleets that just play the objective and like avoid. So that was always the biggest challenge I had were fleets that just never wanted to engage, and it was like difficult to like deal with, like do like high speed stuff and still try to make it in one piece, to engage like all at once. What's up, Gosu? Taking my finished EC Land Raider, busting off custom panels and putting on add-ons. Yeah, yeah. That sounds like it's going to be a pain. Trying to figure out how I want to highlight this red. So I'm going over with just burnt red first. Like some of these upper areas, because I did wash this down with a flesh wash before, so we'll see if this gives us a little bit of definition. This also helps us kind of correct some of these mistakes. Went up to sell the laser cut panels and symbols. Oh, cool. All right. Obscure or ungettable chapters. Oh, cool. That sounds really neat, Groovy. Alright, let's start with this as our red. We'll build up from there. I'm going to start with this nice coat of red here. Let's work from the bottom to the top. Shadow Specters, Lamenters, Raptors, Warriors, Rhino, Repulsors. Oh, cool. Alright. See the artwork for Eternity Gate. Yeah, the artwork looks cool. Yeah, I did see that. The Warhounds just guarding the gate. Yeah, it's like a post Siege of Terror book. So like the immediate aftermath, which is pretty neat. Yeah. Alright, T-Slayer, you have a good one. Chilling here through the day. I'm hyped. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you all caught up on the series, Gosu? Three more books left. Dang. First Arrow really gets the grandeur of the Imperium down. Yeah, I agree. No, it's good art. That's really cool. I was surprised to see any kind of heresy announcement. They didn't do it on Thursday, which is impressive. So, it's like Black Library stuff, but still. I think they tagged it under the Horus Heresy category. Read all the heresy books besides those three. Oh, like the like climax of the story. That's cool. Back of them, photo versions, 3D printing, outpace the laser. That real quick. Yeah. Oh, wow, okay, huh. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that, Groovy. Two of these. Cool piece of Eldari Webway Gate with statues. Small Phoenix Lord. Oh, that's cool. Wasn't that like an old piece of terrain though? Like the old like Webway Gate thing? I thought that was a piece that already existed. Maybe it's not for sale anymore, but hey, Obarion, what's going on? They made resin for the photos. Yeah. Same one. You guys knew this, but back in the day, Dark Eldar had rules for Webway portals. In their 5th edition codex, you could buy a Webway portal. You could only have one of them in your army, but basically it was a grenade that your character would throw. And so you put it within 6 inches of the character that had it. And you put it was a 3-inch blast template down. And it would sit there for the rest of the game. And any unit had on the reserves, they would walk in through that webway portal like it was the edge of the board. So they could walk in and charge and like do all the normal things they could as if they were walking on the edge of the board, but they just walk in from the webway portal. And so I made a webway portal with I went to my like a craft store, and I bought like those styrofoam, like a styrofoam ball that was like a 3-inch diameter styrofoam ball, and cut it in half and like painted it and like made it look like it was all like crackling energy and everything. So I had a webway portal. Dark Eldar were never top tier, at least not in 5th. Like in 9th they had some top tier stuff for a little bit. They were top tier as in fun, Grey Mauser. In my opinion, they were the most fun army to play. But it was a cool ability. Going silent. You got the kid. Yeah, no problem. No problem. You enjoy, man. Stay warm. Back a bit. Yeah. Interesting. Not much. Got over 24-hour cold. No work. Still feeling kind of crappy. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, hopefully you're just on the mend. We're trying to stay healthy in this house. Okay, I got that guy. Number 4 here. One second, guys. Stuff about 80 of the old style troops. Really, the old Dark Eldar. I got into them with the like their remodel, the like redesign in 5th edition. I did not care one bit for them with their older style, but their newer minis, I was like, these are the coolest looking 40k minis ever. And real hard on them. I bought a couple like battalion boxes or army boxes. I don't remember what they called them at the time, and they had a holiday box that came out. It had like 12 jet bikes in it or something crazy. I had 27 jet bikes at one point because you could run them in units of, I think it was units of 9. It may have been units of 12 when they first came out in 5th edition. I'll have to go back and look, but maybe units of 9, and it was like a fast attack choice. So I was like, I'll take 3 units of 9 because I loved the jet bike minis. They had really cool rules too, but they weren't like the most like broken thing, but they just looked awesome. Yeah, the jet bikes, yeah. PNG, not JPEG. Welcome. Red looks nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Wait, that's almost laughable. Oh, they do some more rules for New Eldar. Eldar are going to be broken enough with their army rule, like their faction rule. They don't need fate dice to be really good. Just getting an extra like 4 CP a turn, no matter what Eldar faction you play or what detachment you play, that's wild. Absolutely wild. quite be sure what you'll get in the coming. Huh. Interesting. Old style's difficult to outfit the troops correctly. Okay, yeah. I believe that. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of the opposite. Yeah, you don't know what it'll be, even though it's like your fate dice. Just be telling the future. What does it do? Did they actually explain what the rule does, or did they just like describe it a little bit? It's also just one of the detachments, right? I have a feeling the detachment rules for the Eldar are going to be terrible. Like they're not going to be very good. Well, if they are good, like the whole faction is going to be busted again. But I have a feeling the faction rules aren't going to be very good because, or the detachments, because the faction rule is like just broken from the outset. No dark lances. Oh yeah. Oh, that's lame. Yeah. 2 per 1K, and you roll them. Oh, okay, so you just know what they are ahead of time, basically, even though they might not be great. Yeah. Yeah, and there are probably no units that manipulate fate dice because it's a detachment rule, it's not an army rule. So you're kind of like, what you get is what you get, right? Stretch and drink here. That's cool. There's an aspect warrior one. That's neat. The Strands of Fate. Let's see. Dice pool. Oh, that detachment rule is really good. The Strands of Fate. You just reduce like CP cost of things. That's crazy. Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting. You had to buy the metal blisters, yeah. I remember. I mean, that seems good to me. Okay. We'll see what all the stratagems are. But yeah, you might just be in a situation where you're just like hoping for fours. Red looks vibrant. Thank you. This is Pearl Curl Burnt Red. As usual, my lighting and colors are probably off on the camera. I suck, and I don't know how to use a camera, so... Use my play money, buy gift cards to War... What? Wait a minute. EC explain. Like Google Play Money? Is that what you're talking about? I need to hear of this dark magic. Oh, okay, I get it. Alright, I thought you were talking about like Google Play Money, like, you know, if you do like the surveys and they pay you money, you get, you can like redeem it for gift cards. Okay. Nice. Oh yeah, you're ready for some high elves. Cool, dude. A little more reasonable. Had me there for a second. It's the detachment stratagems. Yeah. Yeah, the High Elf release looks really cool. I'm excited for him. Won't be playing High Elves, but I'm excited for him. One of the enhancements looks really good. There has to be an enhancement somewhere that lets you manipulate fate dice a little bit. I'm sure that's going to be a thing. It just won't be like a unit ability, right? Those 5 done. That's Doc Rose. What's going on? Here for all my primer? Oh no. Don't take my primer. I'm out. Listen. Do you hear that? My primer's out. So -1 of the fate die. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, okay, that's really good. Yeah, that sounds really good. Just hide that many on the board. And just every turn, you just go to the one stratagem that's good, right? Looking nice. Thanks, Hatzer. Kind of getting into the highlights and stuff here. I appreciate it. Welcome in, dude. Three Phoenixes, 2 Skycutters, and 5 heroes. Dang. Alright, you gonna get the battalion box, too? I know, like, archers and spearmen aren't, like, the end-all be-all for high elves, but it sounds like with the new Arcane Journal, there's going to be some mixing and matching with parts of minis to make some unique units, so maybe that involves the spearmen and archers, which would make that worth getting. You have so many of those, yeah. I love the battalion boxes for the old world, though. They're so like on point for how I imagine a battalion box. Just a crap load of basic infantry and like 2 like extra little things, and just like boom, boom, you're good. Like, that's it. And I think that's perfect. Like, you want to start an army, that's the way to start an army. Got to buy primer when I bought some adhesive in my hobby shop. I can't paint my... that's unfortunate. Just paint it without the primer. It'll be fine. They'll live. Just varnish them really good afterwards. Much more than 2 chariots, I might buy it. Okay. The 2 chariots will probably be in a single box. Who's sold? It'll probably be as much as like the artillery that they've sold in the boxes of 2. I don't know how much they've been selling those for. I haven't been following the prices for the old world that much because everything I've bought has not been actual old world minis. Stuff I've been purchasing has been Soulblight Gravelords minis. When it targets one of their units with stratagems, 12 inches enhancement, increase the cost of the unit. Oh, they have a Vect ability. Yeah, they did the Vect thing. That's, man, those are insanely good too. That ability is so good. I was watching like Skari play at LVO with Drukari, and just that rule coming up as often as it did was just messing with people so hard. Yeah, Eldar are going to be super good. So congrats to everyone who has an Eldar army already ready to go, so they can use it before it gets nerfed, if it ever does. I mean, it's Eldar. Eldar seem to be really good most editions. So 6 down. Let's do 4 more. What? It's the same enhancement? No way. They didn't put that on the same enhancement. It is. That's insane. Yeah. Codex is going to be broken. I can see like that one enhancement like being difficult because the first part where you manipulate stuff in your command phase, you want to keep that mini back. Like, hide it behind a building for the whole game in your set, right? It gets its ability. But the other one, you want it to run up and be within 12 inches of everything. So, okay, and that's just once per turn it increases the CP usage, but yeah. It's more valuable for the Fate Dice thing. But yeah, I can see, like, you have to put your character in danger because it has that 12-inch range on the second ability if you want to get maximum value. But that's like a 40-point enhancement at a minimum. That's wild. Yeah, EC, I'm really excited for the new Soulblight minis coming out. That'll fill out the next like portion of my Vampire Counts army. The Black Knights, the Grave Guard, the Mounted Vampire, more mounted White Kings. Like that's all good stuff. Can't use the dragon. The dragon is way too big, and I just painted a vampire and a dragon, but that dragon is too big for any usage in the old world. Considering it's on a 160 millimeter base, like a round base, it looks like it takes up the full width. And the base size for the old world dragon is 100 by 150. There's a new like zombie dragon mini coming out for Soulblight for AOS. Looks good. Looks real good. The vampire on it looks really good. It's giant. Doesn't look as finicky as the previous dragon mini either. Looking at my pile of shame with the Warriors of Chaos right now. Yeah, send me some stuff to paint, man. It kind of happens though. Yeah, pile of opportunity, right? Yeah, right. You released the name dragons for. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I saw they had some of them. It's cool. Let's get the backpack here. Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. I love the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth mini. That mini has always been cool. Chaos Dragon that looks like an Imperial Chaos Dragon from Forge World. So huge it's Titanic. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, that mini looks massive. We'll see. I hope they wait a little bit to get those Soulblight minis out. I want to catch up on some of my own minis before I dive into a bunch of new stuff. It's a print. Figured out what size you need to print for it. Oh, cool. All right. At 50%. Oh man, that's crazy. Back through all these minis to our next stage of highlight here. If one more is enough. Might be standing sideways. Yeah, I have just a couple vampire count minis to paint. Consider myself done. It's a bunch of characters and a squad of ghouls. 10 more ghouls. Which is actually really useful. I really enjoyed playing with the ghouls the couple times I've used them. They die to a stiff breeze, but super maneuverable, which is fun. Something not common in Vampire Count's army, so make for a Warfire Dragon. Time Box, Warrior Chaos, and a few other things. Yeah. Yeah, you have quite a bit of stuff. Three more Dragon Ogres and more monsters. Can you buy Dragon Ogres? Are they selling those as like normal retail? Oh, cool. All right. Also, ECE, are you you got a little bit more free time? You know, play some games sometime? I've been just wanting to play games. That's one of my New Year's resolutions, to play more games, but I'm trying to schedule games. I have a tentative Horus Heresy game, but do you want me to contact you if that falls through? I should know before the weekend. It's supposed to be this weekend we're supposed to play, but if it doesn't happen before the weekend, I can always message you and we can play some Old World. Bring out the vampire counts. On Warhol. See, okay, so like, I totally would, but like, I don't have like free time. When I'm at home, my whole thing is like I'm painting. I'm painting, or like I'm with the family. So if I get time to game, I'm gonna go game in person. But if it ever comes up, I'll definitely I'll hit you up for a game on Warhol. That's just kind of how it works with me, though. I have to plan out my time to game, and yeah, if it's up to me, I'm not gonna plan out time to play a tabletop game on PC if I can help it. I spent so much time painting my minis. I'm gonna use them. Yeah, I've been hearing about Warhol more and more. It seems like people are really liking it. I saw people do like battle reports. Yeah, and yours. Yeah, it's true. That's true, Hetzer. I spend enough time painting everyone else's minis that I'm gonna use. I need to use minis in person. There was one time I painted, it was a Indomitus box set for someone. I painted my own too. I remember I finished up those minis, and before I shipped them out, I think I was waiting for the guy's like final payment or something. I totally played a game with him. Played a big game of 40k, using mine and his minis. So I had 2 Indominus boxes worth of Space Marines. It was like 80 something Space Marines between that and like a holiday box and stuff. Hey, Merc Rain. I have not played much 40k. I actually haven't played, so, until this week, the last time I played 40k was back in, like, early July. Me and my son set up a 40k game to play. My son he's 8 years old, and he's been wanting to play 40k, and we had this whole thing. I told him if he learns how to read well, I'll teach him how to play 40k. So we set up a game, and we're kind of playing. It's my Gene Stealer cults against his Ultramarines. But that's the most 40k I've played since July. I've been playing mostly Horus Heresy, but also the Old World and Middle Earth strategy battle game. Which, even Middle Earth, I played a couple like practice games with a buddy of mine, and then we played at a tournament around Christmas. That was like a farewell to the current edition tournament. So, because I'm waiting for the new edition of that game for them to get the rest of the army rules in to determine if I want to jump in or not. So, but yeah, mostly Horus Heresy. I probably played more Horus Heresy than anything else combined, which still isn't much. I haven't played a lot of anything. Yeah. or is expensive to pick up. So Middle Earth, no. Middle Earth is a lot smaller scale. So you end up with an army of like 30, 25, 30 minis and stuff, and that's normally, like enough for most battles. Or if you want to go real cheap, you could just choose like the Fellowship of the Ring, who are, I think, pretty good in the game. A little weird to use, but pretty good in the game. And I think they're like a $50 box set, and you're good to go. Like that in the rule books. And they're a full army. Horus Heresy is more expensive. It's more akin to like 40k. But, not Metafell. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I won that tournament I went to with the Fellowship, but I was also with the old rules. And with the new ones, they're apparently better. But I was also kind of running a meme, and I somehow won because I won every dice roll I needed to win over the course of 3 games. But Horus Heresy to start, if you don't mind paying a little penny to start, the starter box for that it's the Age of Darkness box. It retails for $300, so you can get it for like what, $240 if you get like a 20% retailer discount, and that is 2,000 points worth of minis, and it comes with a rule book, and it comes with dice and measuring tools and templates and all those things you need to pay, and it's 2,000 points. A standard game of Horus Heresy is 3,000 points, but most people would be happy to play 2,000 points. You're just missing out on like some of the bigger stuff. But yeah, the Horus Heresy is 300 points for it's almost 60 miniatures that you get for $300 or whatever. Like it's solid. It's a solid box set. Yeah, both those games I think are cheaper than 40k overall. And Heresy, if you have a 3D printer, like Heresy is very 3D printer friendly as a hobby in the game. Yeah. Now, that 2,000 point army is very basic. You do get, like, it comes with 40 tactical marines, like legionnaires, which are just bolter guys. 40 is a great number, and, like, it's pretty much all you'll ever need is 40 for normal games. It comes with 10 Cataphractii Terminators, which almost everybody fields like Terminators in some sort in an army. Comes with a Spartan, a Land Raider Spartan, which is like a massive Land Raider that holds like 22, 26 minis in it. Like it's a big Land Raider. 2 characters that are really good, and you can customize them and run them as different things. And then it comes with a Contemptor Dreadnought. Contemptor Dreadnoughts are 100% like the strongest thing in Horus Heresy. Like just Dreadnoughts in general. To the point where people like generally limit Dreadnoughts to like 1 Dreadnought per 1,000 points. And that's seen as like pretty fair in the community. Okay, we're gonna brighten up this red a little bit. Yeah, between getting that and the rule books and the templates, and you get dice, and it comes like scatter dice and stuff, which are important for the game, and all those little things, like the $300 retail is a crazy good value. Rules are hard to pick up. Love to find new tabletop games. Middle Earth is very simple. So if you're thinking Middle Earth, very simple rule set, and the rules have barely changed over its almost 25 year lifespan. So, I started playing in the Fellowship of the Ring. I could pull out my Fellowship of the Ring rulebook that came out in 2001, and it is 90% the same as the rules as they exist now. And those rules are the point, like I've been playing that game, off and on long enough. I literally went like 8 or 9 months without playing, and then jumped into this tournament, and then won the tournament. Like, very simple. Horus Heresy, not so much. If you're like an old 40k gamer, like you played between like 3rd and 7th edition, you're probably really going to like the Horus Heresy rules. They are a lot more crunchy and a lot more wordy than current 40k though. But it is basically a like a 7.5 edition 40k. So you're looking at like armor values for vehicles and facings. So all that stuff, and like armor penetrating rolls, and anti-tank weapons are actually anti-tank weapons. Space Marines only have one wound. Leadership, like actually running away from the battle, and like pinning units and stuff like that. There's not like multiple damage. AP is all or nothing. All those kind of things. So if you're like an old gamer, who remembers that stuff, the nostalgia is enough to be worth it to me, because I was an old gamer that played old 40k. I love that old style of how 40k would play. More like a simulation and less gamey. But yeah, again, it's very wordy with the rules, so I wouldn't say it's less complicated. But I also like that kind of thing. I like a more complicated rule set, or a more toothy rules. Just mixed in some bold pyro red into our burnt red. We're just kind of getting some of these edges. Get a somewhat subtle highlight here. Let's get his backpack. Yeah, Middle Earth is just in a weird place right now, because the way they've released the armies for the new edition, they haven't released rules for like most of the factions yet. And there's like a third rule book where they plan on doing that. But we're just waiting for that. There's been no word on that rule book coming out yet. So everybody's just waiting on it. Because my army I play in Middle Earth, aside from like the Fellowship that I just kind of had laying around that I played at that tournament, are the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm. So it's like Khazad-dûm at its height, when it was mining Mithril and before they found the Balrog and stuff. And I don't have rules for that army because they weren't in any of the movies, like as a faction. So they weren't in like the initial release of armies. They're in like a separate book. But I have no idea what they're doing with that army and how they're going to handle them. So have to wait. Yeah, Middle Earth minis are great. Yeah. I said they just had a new edition come out, and they're going to be in that edition for a while, so there's a lot of reason to be comfortable with getting in a game and being confident that you can, take your time to learn the rules and everything. So oh no, that's why I didn't move that over there, because you guys see my paper towel the whole time. All right. Yeah, by all means, if you jump in the Middle Earth, you get some minis and paint them up, show them off. Let's see how you're doing. I love seeing People painting all these the side games from GW. It's always cool to see. Yeah, I spent enough time playing 10th edition 40k to make a decent opinion on it, and I don't. It's not my favorite edition. It might be super balanced and good for competitive play, but I don't think I have fun playing it like I do other games. It's a shame because I have a lot of 40k minis. I have multiple 40k armies. But, I'll hold on to them. See when things change up. We'll try new things. Hey, Kodiak Bear, jumping in the Discord server. Welcome in, dude. Alright, let's continue with this red. 8 more. Yeah. Do the count. 8. Ah. No, I know. I used to watch Sesame Street all the time when I was a kid. Yeah. Hey, my dry skin. Oh, okay. Hey, yeah, welcome. Oh, you got a dry skin. Could you have dry skin? It's the targeted advertising. I do now. Yeah. Put on Kill Panic. You shouldn't call me like smooth skin or something like a ghoul. All right. Let's keep moving. That's how we finish. Keep painting. Have these done by the end of the week. Next week we're gonna get started on a little bit of 40. There's one job. There's a few 40k minis, but there's a bunch of Star Wars Legion stuff. Kind of like a hodgepodge of things. So it'll be fun. A little change of pace. Magnetize armatures. Very low experience, so it's interesting. Yeah, I have never assembled armatures, so I wish I could help you. Like, I don't know how magnetizable they are. But yeah, good luck. Hopefully your magnets are a good size to hold well. I don't know if they make them like the Horus Heresy kits, where they're like made to magnetize, or if they're like some weird connection. As easy as you can get. Okay. Alright, well that's good. Like the Heresy Dreadnoughts have like pre-cut holes in them to fit magnets, which is pretty wild. Especially for a GW thing. Alright, next one. He's not doing 30 of these. Those world eaters, berserkers.
Look at me!
Well, what you got? Where am I looking? Certain whips. Alright. Alright, 1 second. Let me finish this leg here. This piece. Oops. Dropping stuff. The Mies, what's going on? We're in a purgation squad? Nice. Nice. How are you doing? The Mies 1000. Our whips. Oh yeah, yeah, big chunky spots for magnets. Okay, cool. Very cool. Those seem like a good mini to magnetize. That's fine, dude. Anyone who has ever seen me type out stuff, especially in like a chat for like a stream or whatever, knows that I make it look like a toddler. Like I can't type. Supposed to go in the gun anyway. Okay, nice, nice. Just triple check your polarization. 6 mil. Yeah, 6 mil seems about the appropriate size too that you would want for like strength. Attach when I glue them. Okay, yeah. Seems appropriate. Yeah, I would always mark one side of my magnets with like just like a Sharpie. It's the side I'm not using. You know, so I can figure out polarities really easy just by looking at the ends of like a stack of magnets, right? It's like I have a stack and then the last one on the unused end gets a big spot on it. Split. Have fun painting endlessly array. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I'll keep a lookout. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah. Go Panic. Have a good one. Magnet kit came with a big applicator magnet. Painted at one end so I could tell polarity. That's really cool. Yeah, I buy cheap magnet sets off eBay or like Amazon sells them now. You know, it's like $6 for 100 magnets. Like I can figure out the polarity on my own, paying that little cost for magnets. I know there's companies out there like Magnet Baron and stuff, but they just seem so expensive for what you get. Like it's nice having the appropriate size magnets, not having to buy 100 magnets of each type. But $10 off Amazon for 300. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. There you go. All right. I'm just dragging today. I got so much more to do. I do want to tell you guys, if you are a Patreon member, any paid level of Patreon member, we're gonna do a Discord hangout tonight. So I'm going to be I'll have my camera on. We'll be in the voice chat on Discord. And you guys can come in and chat and talk and everything. But it's going to be for Discord members about 7 p.m. Eastern. And we'll be on there for a couple hours. You guys can stay on longer than I am if I happen to get off a little early. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So you want to come and actually, talk with me, have like real conversation and stuff. That's what we're doing. Small smacks are 3x1. It's hard to do. Yeah, 3x1's pretty small. I do use 3x1s for my Heresy army, but yeah, they're little. They 3x2s. Maybe they were 3x2s I was using. Yeah, all you have to do is be a member on Patreon and just link your Patreon account to Discord. And you can come hang out. And I'll notify you guys when I'm ready to start and everything, so. Magnet Baron Armature Kit 4 has 4 resin arms with pre-drilled spots for the magnets, but it's $30. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, 3x2s are where it's at. Yeah. I magnetize my tactical support squad for my heresy army, and it's the guys like the special weapons, so flamers and melta guns and plasma guns and volkite chargers and all that stuff. And the wrists are the exact size of like a 3x2 magnet. So you slice off that very end of the wrist, it's like a little disc, and you just replace it with a magnet. And I magnetize 140 magnets that I use to magnetize all those arms. Smallest for Eldar, Navy Breachers, yeah. Someone asked once if it'd be a good idea to magnetize Necron warriors. Oh no, absolutely not. My opinion is it is almost never a good idea to magnetize Xenos armies. Necron warriors are funny too because they're like a dime a dozen, and they're so easy to paint. Like, you can paint them with the specific weapons, but no one is ever going to know what weapons what on Xenos armies. So you don't need to magnetize the weapons. They have 2 weapon options, the Mies. They have the Gauss Flayers and the Gauss Reapers. Live conversation madness. What happens to disconnect? We get from chat comments reading 2 minutes. Yeah, exactly. See, yep, just like now. Yeah, WYSIWYG is for Imperium only. That's right. Xenos factions don't need WYSIWYG. New when I played Necrons. Yeah, the old Necron Warriors only had Gauss Flares. Yeah, I think it was 9th edition. They got new minis, and they're Reapers, and they're like stub-nosed, double-barreled, Gauss Flares. Point still stands though. Like, don't magnetize your Xenos, especially like your basic infantry Xenos. Never worth it. Just tell their opponent what they have and it's okay. Why can't they do it with Marines? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's true. It's because people know what the things are for like Marine armies. And it like messes with your brain, Like, oh yeah, you told me it was this, but I keep seeing a flamer, not a melta gun. So it's throwing me off. I guess just like that little justification. Like, I mean, play how you want. You don't want to play WYSIWYG, that's fine. Do what's cool and play how you want. But for the WYSIWYG kind of crowd. I have 60 Necron Warriors. I like my Necron Warriors. They're really cool. I wish there were a better like Necron Warrior focused detachment. Instead, all the detachments deal with units I don't have. In my 3,000 point Necron army, I can't make one decent army with them. Different Drukhari weapons? If they can't, no more WYSIWYG. Yeah. Void if they actually play Drukhari. Yeah, because that's a win-win every time, right? I can name Drukhari weapons, but I also play the army, so I don't think I've played them yet in 10th edition, but I've been a Drukhari player for a long time. So he got into the game, he works, he's like, oh, I'm going to magnetize Orc Boys so I can change out their weapons. No. Absolutely not. Not with Orc Boys. Oh my gosh. We have to collectively, help the newer players understand when it's worth and not worth it to magnetize. Like, if you had, like, this big, like, battle wagon, like, yeah, magnetize that. That's cool. Put a bunch of different weapons on it. Do your thing with that. But, like, can't imagine magnetizing Orc Boys. Weapons all at once, yeah. Magnetizing the kill rig. I didn't even know the kill rig had options. I have been in a constant battle with my heavy weapons squad for my Heresy army, my Legions Astartes army, where they all 10 of them have the same heavy weapon. I've been trying to magnetize to have all the heavy weapons, and those arms are very difficult to magnetize. So someone finally released STLs for the heavy weapon arms, and I had my buddy Zendral add magnet holes inside the shoulder sockets, so I can magnetize them really easy. I just have to print them out, and I'm going to magnetize them and see how well they work. Magnetize the main weapons on my wife's emulator. Yeah, that's a good idea. Vehicles are a big one, a good one to magnetize. Dreadnoughts. Actually, I can show you guys here. The Heresy Dreadnoughts. Their arms are made to magnetize. It's actually like this part, like it's worn away or whatever, but this was a plastic ring with a 4mm hole. So you're able to put a 4x2mm magnet. These here have a space in them. It's a 4x1mm disc, like empty space, that you can magnetize. So you can literally just magnetize all the weapons. That was a little tight fit, but yeah, you can. So, I painted up all the Dreadnought weapons for one. I have the other one all painted up. I just had to varnish them. But yeah, they're all. And I can swap out arms here. So all models should do that. Yeah. But yeah, so I did that, and since I have a second dreadnought kit, what I did was all these weapons are ambidextrous except for the fist here. It has like an elbow piece and a thumb, which means it's not. But the second one, I made it a right arm, so I can do a double dreadnought like fist model, because this one ends up looking weird. You know, like it looks like it's on backwards, right? So I made one that's made to go on that arm, so I can do a double like dreadnought fist dreadnought. That works. It looks really good on this one too, because he's got a decent little like running forward pose. There's a joke there? Oh, okay. I don't know what I said, Rokum. Look, it's the joke. Ender 3. Oh no, that sucks. 2-point system, you just build vehicles with all the extra options. Don't worry about magnetizing. Yeah, that's true. But then when they go to 11th edition and they change that and they put it back to paying points for equipment, and you're like, well, crap, it's got everything on it. Which again, still, it doesn't matter. All right. I have my dreadnoughts down here in the room, so I'm gonna show them off every stream. I have 3 Contemptor dreadnoughts. One is a Contemptor Osiren dreadnought, which is a psychic dreadnought. Grey Knights right now, the current only have 1 dreadnought. Oh, you only have Bjorn the Fell-Handed. Okay. You have a Space Wolf dreadnought. Oh. Yeah, I went a long time. I only had like 2 dreadnoughts from my old Space Marine army, and I sold them off when like I was completely out of 40k, and I got back in. I had these Contemptors, and then I bought a Redemptor with I won a raffle, got some money, and I was like, I'm gonna buy a Redemptor dreadnought with this. So I got a Redemptor, then I got the Ballistus with the 10th edition starter box, and then I got a Leviathan dreadnought, and then I got another Contemptor, and so like now I have 6 dreadnoughts for various armies that are, you know, all painted up and everything, which is cool. Yeah, 2 Ultramarines, like 40k ones, and then of the like Primaris caliber, and then 4 for my Heresy army. I'll go to Daredeo one of these days. Daredeo's not my favorite. I probably would rather have a another Leviathan. Love Leviathan dreadnoughts. They're so cool. The Ballistus is really cool. Yeah. It's cheap and it's really good. Yeah, the Venerable dreadnought is really cool. Yeah, I imagine, if I had to guess, Games Workshop is going to re-release or make a new box knot, a new classic dreadnought mini, and it's going to be in Heresy. And it's going to be, you know, because you can field, they're called Castaferum dreadnoughts. You can field those in Heresy. I imagine they're going to re-release that eventually. So when that kit comes out, I'll get one of those. This is not like a rumor or anything I've heard or a leak or anything. I'm spitballing, but people love their dreadnoughts, and that is an easy dreadnought to release. It's like a beloved, you know, design and everything. So I never liked the look of the Dread Knight. If I played Grey Knights, I would never use Dread Knights, even though they're like the way to play Grey Knights, but I just don't like the look of them. Or I would find a proxy, a good proxy for them. Probably more like what I would do. Yeah, a little baby carrier. Yeah, I've painted a couple Hellbrutes before. Maybe 2 of them, I think. They're tiny. Yeah, they're old dreadnought size. They look so little. If any could lead me to the slaughter from Space Marine 2. Yeah, yeah. Don't see a lot of them. Yeah, I'd hope that those would get a redesign or something. But they're cool minis. They're just disproportioned anymore. Yeah, when you cover the cage, yeah, like the Invictor cage, yeah, because I hate the Invictor mini too. That's another one I really don't like. It's just a dreadnought where the dude doesn't have to die. Yeah, the dreadnought was super cool. Yeah, in the game, I enjoyed those missions. Okay. 2 more on this color, and then let's paint some. Let's do some skin. Skin, and then maybe the leather, the browns. What we can get done, and we'll finish these guys up tomorrow for sure. The ATV is really bad too. Yeah, the Mario Kart where Brother Tinnitus is driving, the poor guy, the autocannon just going off next to his head all day. It's a terrible design. Primaris Marines have a lot of really cool designs, but man, there's some big misses. But then again, like the classic Marines had a lot of big misses as well, so it's not like that's unique to Primaris. Like the Centurions. Centurions are so bad. Best friends getting into it and had looking at some RZM choosing Custodes. Lame. I get the Emperor in my army. Getting his model for sure. No, definitely not. I mean, you should 3D print him an Emperor mini. You know, like a corpse on the throne. Be like, here's your Emperor. The Nerf gun, yeah, the Desolation Marines. Oh yeah. Suited wouldn't be as bad. The fact they're wearing their own armor underneath. Yeah. Because they couldn't like replace like Terminators, right? Yeah, Centurions are really bad. They were properly laughed at when they came out in, is that 5th edition they came out? It's true though, Raja, right? The Custodes, you want to field the Emperor. You put them on the board. It's like when you play Middle Earth, some characters get items like you could take Galadriel, and she can get the Mirror of Galadriel. And the mirror is literally just a piece that you sit on the board. And that, like, you could have multiple minis, like, pick it up and move it if you want, but it sits there. And it has a purpose and it has rules, but it just sits there. Like, that's what you do with the Emperor. Just put on the Custodes home objective, and we're like, we can't lose this objective. Pretty funny, actually. The Great Unclean One. Yeah, Great Unclean One's good. I am a huge fan of the old Forge World Great Unclean One. The one that's like licking his sword. He's like his tongue wrapped around his... It's like such a cool mini. That mini was the basis for like every like video game Great Unclean One. Before the plastic one. Like before Total War basically had Great Unclean Ones. Scabblethrax, is that his name? Forge World did a really good job with like the Nurgle demon stuff. Because they had that huge Demon Prince mini. It was massive too. It was a giant Demon Prince, and they also had not Demon Prince, but the Greater Demon, and they also had the Demon Prince that was it was the dude from Vrax, like the not the Cardinal, but like his aide or whatever that like rose to demonhood. And he had like a sword. It's a really good Nurgle Demon Prince mini. The Great Clean one? No, we don't need to talk about the Great Clean one. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, well that too. That's fair, Raja. I stand by my statement. Keeper of Secrets. Beginning of H, she got used as an anti-demon Primarch unit. Oh, that's cool. I'll pick up some demon minis one of these days for the Demons of the Ruinstorm army. I did see there was a rule you can't use Demons of the Ruinstorm as allies to regular armies, which is unfortunate. You take them all on their own, or you summon them in as like bound demons. You can't just like yeah, they're gonna jump in with the rest of my army. Really cool though. Finish this. Yeah, we'll do the skin, try to get the belts, and then tomorrow we'll just have like some of the black to highlight on the weapons, and then their hair, and then we'll get on to some basing. I might do some basing tonight, actually, to get it started, so I'll need to let it dry. And for games where people are going to bring Magnus Mortarion, Zarek Kaino could kill the bejesus out of him. Nice. It's funny. Anti-demon demon. or two as a bully unit. Yeah. I remember when Magnus first came out. I thought Thousand Suns were super cool then, and I remember not liking the mini a whole lot. I have never painted Magnus, like the 40k Magnus. But he's also, in my opinion, the least interesting looking Primarch mini, which is unfortunate. It's my favorite Primarch. I'm holding out for 30k, like Magnus Transfigured or Ascended or something. All right. This is Gillen. Should do the new Fulgrim then. Yeah, I hope I get to paint the new Fulgrim sometime. I hope someone sends them to me, because yeah, I'd love to paint that mini. I probably won't get it for myself, but unless I suddenly come across an extreme amount of cash and I have no use for it and a ton of time to paint it and not have anything else to paint, like, yeah, I mean, might be a time to grab Fulgrim. Little mistake on there. We'll fix that when we highlight the black. All I can see there. Or a basic hero character, but I really like Castellan Crow. Yeah, I've painted a couple Castellan Crows the past couple years. It's a great mini. He has a very Grey Knights appropriate lore too. I think it's a great mini though. It's fun to paint. Yeah, I painted that mini twice in like rapid succession. And I think as I was painting the second one, I still had the first one in my possession, so I had both of them to like put side by side and compare. Alright, we're gonna get that done really quick. Get some more light umber out, and we're gonna do a quick highlight on the all of the brown leather. And if we could get to the hair today or something, that'd be nice too. Just keep going till we're out of time. Right, little leather highlights there. Brushes have seen better days. Sword is cool. You like black flames? Yeah, yeah. My whole goal tomorrow will be to finish these guys. Everything aside from our final varnish. Something I noticed, I don't know if Hetzer, if you're still in here or not, but the pictures you had sent me of minis you painted like this, it looks like they have a bit of like a satin finish on the armor. And I was wondering if that's what you're going for, or if you want like a matte finish on everything. What I was thinking I could do is a satin varnish on the mini, and then get like these inner joints and the leather and the skin with a matte varnish to make it look a little more natural, and then you have like kind of the satin and the matte. Yeah, okay, so you're going for the satin finish. Yeah, all right. I will try to match that. What is that? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's a 3D printer for FDM tool. Oh, okay, okay. That's annoying. Under 5 plus. Yeah, I wish I had space for an FDM printer. I love my resin printer, but you can do some cool stuff with FDM you can't do with resin. I'd love to print terrain. I just want a whole like warehouse full of cool terrain. Okay, last one with this color. Size does, machine isn't that great. It's so little support, really. Okay. Bamboo has a bunch of issues right now. I don't know if you've seen that. You know, there's been I watched some videos from some different people about the controversy with Bamboo printers. The new update they put out, like a security update. Okay, let's see. Let's get out some of these colors here. A little bit of this golden brown, just a tiny bit. Tiny bit of this warm brown. A tiny bit of, we said, I think it was warm gray. Or it was dark warm gray. We'll use warm gray as a highlight. Build Space Marine. I normally drill out my bolter barrels. I'm actually, some of these are drilled out and some aren't. I'm going to drill out the rest of them before I varnish them, which might be something good to do tonight. Yeah, I normally prefer to drill the barrels. It's easy. I have a little a WoW stick, a little like $50 like basically motorized pin vise. It's been really nice. Yeah, the WoW stick is really good. Let's see, that's all the blonde guys. Okay, $20 manual one. Yeah, this was like, it was like $50 on Amazon maybe, and yeah, it was worth every penny. But I do a lot of work with that kind of stuff, so you know. I'm using it a lot, so obviously it's going to be worth the money for me. My only problem is the maximum diameter of like the bits that come with it are pretty small. I think it's like 2.2, maybe 2.4 millimeters is the largest that it comes with. That's a little limiting. You know, like if it had a 3mm attachment and was able to actually work well with it, it'd be amazing. Like it'd be a tool I recommended to everybody all the time, especially if you ever wanted to magnetize anything. But got the hair. We'll go with a 1/8 inch. I don't know how that relates to millimeters, so I have no idea. That sounds like about 2 mils. 2 2 point. No, that's like 4. Is that like 4 millimeters? Maybe 1/8 inch. Yeah, normally like manual ones normally go a lot bigger. So I have like manual pin vices that'll go up to, I can use my 4 mil drill bits or whatever with, but. I want my electric one to work that well. Okay, I knew it was like 2.5 centimeters for an inch, so. Alright, guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. I will be back in just a couple minutes. Oh, mic is still on, isn't it? Oh well. That's cool. Well, I'm back. Two types of countries in this world: those that use a metric system and those that put a man on the... Me's. The people that put the man on the moon use the metric system, which is funny. Like, nice. Okay, we're gonna use a really, really detailed brush. We're gonna get some silver, and we're gonna get these visors with the silver. When armors are fully built. Nice. Alright. You made the right choice, Raja. Whips. Nice. Let's see. Let's see. Nice, there he is. Look at that little adorable guy. Little auto cans, his little chainsaw. Very nice. Alright, you know what? As long as you're painting something, it's good. Correct these. I wanted to get these little visors before I started highlighting black. See. Okay, alright. Magic screws that don't fall down but fly sideways off the catching tray. You're right over there. We're gonna do dark neutral gray. That's what we'll do. Highlight these weapons and visors. Dark little highlight. brush. Hetzer, if you're still here, what color do you do like eye lenses and stuff? Do you do green on these minis? What do you do on your army? I could probably go on your Instagram and check it out, but figured I'd ask you now in case I wanted to put some color on them today. I do green. Okay. Okay. We'll do a little green in the lenses here and these little lights next to their head. I can do green on the scope things and then these backpack things. We'll put some green on all that. A little bit of interesting color to them. Cool. Okay, alright, alright, alright. My wife and I are watching, it's the final season of Dragon Prince. It's like the 7th season of that show. It's been pretty good. I'm curious how the show's going to end and everything. Very short seasons. It's only like 8 or 9 episodes a season, and it's they're only like 20-25 minute episodes. So there's not a lot of like meandering in the show, which is cool. But it's the creators of some of the creators of Avatar: The Last Airbender make this show, and it's like its own fantasy world and things going. It's definitely a kid show, 100% a kid show. So if you're watching it to like get some like, I don't know, crazy drama moments out of it, that's not necessarily what's gonna happen. But it's been cool though. I think they do a good job for the most part of giving like the bad guy characters good motivations for what they're doing. I think that's enjoyable, and it has some of the same voice actors from Avatar also. All right. Black finished. We're gonna get out this my classic lens color. I love this contrast paint. Striking Scorpion Green. It's out with your brush. I think what I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna thin it out a little bit. We're gonna put a little bit of medium down, and then we'll put our Striking Scorpion down on the wet palette. We can always put more coats of paint on if we need it. All right. Let's go with this. Give this some time to dry to see if we need a second coat, but after this color, I think I'm going to call it for the day. A lot to do, and again, be on tonight on Discord for the Patreon hangout. All you have to do is join Patreon, any as little as $1 a month, and join our weekly live hangouts. So what I gotta do, just hook your or connect your Discord account to your Patreon account. I think you have to do it from a desktop. You can't do that from mobile. That's what we figured out the other week, but as long as you're able to do that, come join us. It'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern. I will be on tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow about 10 a.m. again, streaming. So welcome to come hang out. We'll try to finish these guys up with their bases tomorrow. And if we start something new. Hey Leo Twitch person, what's going on? I am actually just about to call it for the day. Let's see how this initial coat looks. Looks pretty good. We'd probably be a little more procrastinating. What are you supposed to be doing, and what are you doing to procrastinate? That second coat is really nice. We can go through and do a second coat. Just work. Yeah. Yeah, work can wait. Green contrast works well through it. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, green is always nice paired with the red. Good. The one opinion that matters. They were base coating these yesterday, Hetzer, and people seem to really like the silver, the like silver chest plate and everything on top of the red. It's a good color choice. One big 9-2 armatures are going to be painted for Custodes Army. Yeah. You know, as long as you use them in 30k, we'll be good. All right, well, we're gonna call it there tonight or today, and yeah, I'm gonna work on getting basing started this evening, and probably why we're hanging out and on Discord, and then yeah, we'll finish these up tomorrow. So I'll just varnish them this weekend. I'll get them mailed out to you, Hetzer, sometime probably early next week. So I'll do that, but yeah, I'm going to jump off for the day and get the rest of my day going because it's busy. So thank you guys so much for coming to hang out. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. And it'll be another good day of streaming and painting. But I really appreciate you guys coming to chat with me and hang out and keep me company and everything. It's been great. So thank you guys, and you guys have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow, everybody. Bye, everyone.